The presence here of the Vice Chancellor of the Madras University is in itself an inaugural address to the Union, because it is hardly necessary for me to give any advice beyond saying that you will receive inspiration from the life and work of the Vice Chancellor of Madras University. After the explanation given by the director of the college, I have a hazy notion of what is being done here, but I cannot presume to tell you anything of value on the basis of such hazy knowledge. You know so much more than most people in the country, including myself. That makes me wonder what you are going to do for this country. When you know so much more than most people, it creates another difficulty of translating your knowledge for the benefit of the people. It looks as if we are starting institutions in our country under the forceful inspiration of Western countries, institutions which are so superior to the general level of civilization and culture in our own country that we seem to float somewhere in the air and the common people remain where they are. However, we are in a transitional stage and we shall overcome this transitional difficulty by and by. From what I can gather, you are engaged in the process of translating knowledge acquired in the various sciences to industries in the country. At the same time, your director has also pointed out that those in charge of the industries in India are giving apologies for not absorbing trained engineers like you, and that they plead slump depression and the like. This is due to the ignorance of our industries and financial magnates who unfortunately make money too fast and have therefore no time to get themselves trained in modern science and knowledge. They do not understand the relative value of things. They have a craze for making money, and when they fail to make money at the pace at which they are used to, they think there is a slump. They think there is something wrong with the world or with the government, more probably. They complain of heavy taxation and the like. But you at this end know how much money has to be spent for real progress. If our industries are to progress, they require engineers like you in all departments, and if you have to be properly trained, you want equipment, buildings, professors, and all that is required for scientific education. Being the first batch of students, you can see how much money is wanted for institutions like this and who has to pay for them. Properly speaking, industries which are to benefit by our engineering should pay for running it. But they do not understand this. They think the government should pay for it. There is the delusion that the government is somebody else and that somebody else must pay for everything. I can very well envisage the difficulties that you students will have to face after you pass out of this institution, and I do not envy your lot at all. In order to make money, some industries might employ you, but it is very difficult to serve under uncultured men. As soon as you go, the employers will examine you from top to bottom to see whether you are scientifically elastic in the first place or whether your science has made you too right. That is to say, if you are not able to adjust yourself to the requirements of trade and industry, they think all your science is no good. Then they will calculate how much more money they are able to make, and if they find at the end of the year that the profits have not gone up as a result of employing scientific staff, they will reduce the staff. You must be prepared for such trials at the beginning. By and by, things will improve. Some company will have done well by employing trained scientists, and others will begin to see the value of science, training, and technical knowledge. In the beginning stages, you must be prepared for lack of appreciation. Do not be depressed by what I have said. Go through your training with single-minded devotion and be prepared for rough handling from those who have the capacity to employ you. For a time you might find employment as teachers and professors in similar technical institutions and draw a moderate salary under the government with dearness allowance attached.